Hey, welcome to my channel.
Honestly. Hey, Uncle Kenny! Football! Hey, yeah!
If you're new here, my name is Cedric. I'm an actor, a filmmaker, a screenwriter, a huge Star Wars fan, and a YouTube reactor. If you're wondering why I did a Star Wars intro, it's because I wanted to. We are continuing our exploration of the BANGTAN universe. We are doing... What's today's song? I know this. I do this. Don't worry. Prologue. Very informative. So we are going to be doing Prologue today. This is long. It's 12 minutes, so I may not pause quite as much. But we'll see. I'll pause as much as I feel is necessary. But yeah, the more I watched I Need You, especially through the editing process, the more I feel like I was starting to pick up on things. Some of you very helpfully mentioned to look at the pairings and whatnot. So that's really, really helpful. Thank you so much for that. But I do want to stress again, please, 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 please do not post spoilers in the live chat during premieres. Do not post them in the comments, please.
Well, it does have...
Yeah, spoilers!
I really want to like explore this and figure it out. You know, it's just like when the new Star Wars movies were coming out and everyone was begging for no spoilers, or when the Harry Potter books were coming out and I, you know, was a little bit mean, very mean, and I told my sisters how Half-Blood Prince ended because I was the meanest person on the planet. So please don't do that. Please. Check out the All the World podcast if you want to. It's wherever you get your podcasts. Okay. Thank you, as always, to my patrons on Patreon. Thank you for supporting me. And thank you to Say What Reacts for the guide to the BANGTAN universe. Please go check Say What Reacts out on YouTube. They're great. Please support them as well. Hey Sedgehogs, I just wanted to drop a quick note in and say that a short film that I wrote, co-executive produced, and I'm acting in called Growing Season is currently in a festival called the Liftoff Sessions at Pinewood Studios in London. So I'm going to drop a link for that festival down in the comments. You can check that out. You can buy a ticket, and the ticket gives you the right to vote. And if you can vote for us, that helps us go on to the next round of the festival and then the next round. So that means so much. You can also check out some of the other incredible films in the festival. But that would be really, really great. Tickets are only $10. I don't know how much that is in euros, but I just wanted to throw that out there. Thank you so much for the support. It's a wonderful little drama film that I'm really, really proud of. Thank you for that if you can. That would be so, so great. So thank you so much. And with that, let's check this out. This is a version with lyrics, I guess. Big hit. Music and artists for healing. Entertainment. Oh, I know this song. Burn marks. Oh, is that... So he like killed someone in the last one. With the bottle in the room. Great sound design. So immersive. I love the light passing him by.
저 친구 보고 싶어요.
What an opening! Oh, cool. Matching shots. Group and solo. Nice. So is he dealing with the guilt of what he did, I guess? It's like a mother and a baby, I think? I wonder if that's associated with the, like, the killing that he did. That was a brother, or maybe like his dad. Oh, they were going to him. Cool. Oh, so he called for help and then they came. Okay.
Well.
Bro, I'm taking a nap in an abandoned pool. What does it look like? I'd do that. That looks comfy. There's only 6. Who's not there? Oh, Jin. Right, he was separate than the others. Why is he filming them then? That's what I said last time about when they're all together. It seemed very different. I love this. When all this comes crashing down, it's gonna break my heart. Toy car. What's better than this? Guys being dudes. Nice. That's what they did in I Need You. He was doing that at the beach. Nice. They're using some older tech, like the cameras are older. So I don't know what that means. I don't know if it's like a style. I have friends that still use Polaroids, but fewer that use video cameras. Hey, don't jump. That's not gonna be good. So let's talk through that. That was a lot. It seemed really, really happy, which means that my soul's about to be crushed by something, I'm sure, because I don't think these are generally happy. But again, it's going back to what I said in the I Need You video of it seems like they're really happy when they're together, but when V was on his own, he was crying. He was dealing with guilt. I assume that they don't know that he killed the person, which I'm guessing is either his brother or his father. The guy didn't look old enough to be his father, but again, if we're talking about metaphorical representations, it could have just been a younger version of father. I think some of you said that they were pretty low on budget too, so maybe it's just like the only crew member they could get to play the dad, which I've been there, so I get it. No judgment from me, but I wonder if maybe that is what's happening there. But so if he killed his dad, that would sort of make him the quote unquote man of the house in a patriarchal system. And then they're going and hanging out in this abandoned pool, and pools are often like, at least for me, it's a happy memory of childhood. So I wonder if there's something there. I don't know. They were playing with toys, but then they were like golfing, which is not really a kid's game. So maybe I'm just overthinking that. Like that's more of an adult thing. And then he was standing up on like that surface way above it V was. And why is Jin filming? Why is Jin separate from the group? Why do they have to like invite him in? Why is he trying to capture memories of them? We shall see. But just to talk through the filmmaking aspects of it really, really quickly, using a lot of natural light in a lot of those shots, letting lens flares in, letting light leaks in, it makes it feel, I keep using this word and I know I use it in like every video, but it makes it feel really intimate. It makes it feel like a memory. It makes it, I don't know about you guys, but when I think back on my childhood, there's like almost a golden hue to the memories. This kind of has that. Now they're not doing a lot in color grading to add that gold, but it's got this like bright, cheerful memory of playing in the woods, the sword fighting in the woods, which I definitely did as a kid. I used those lightsabers right there to play. I've had those for a long time. Been a long time. So I think that there's probably something there that they're getting at that I'm gonna end up picking up on. So we'll see how that goes. But I'm very, very intrigued by that introduction, which was a 4.5 minute intro to this. Okay, there was a bonfire in the first, and I Need You. Suga doesn't seem very happy. Yeah, I don't know if there's a cultural difference, but I really love the physical intimacy. I think that's great. More guys need to be cool with that. You can just like hug your friend.
여기일까?
Okay, you guys said pay attention to the pairs, so I'm trying to remember who's together. It sounds like V's voice in the background, but I'm not entirely sure. Okay, they use a lot of vehicles in their videos. It's cool. I wouldn't have expected a truck, but good for them. So again, together in nature, natural light. Beautiful shots. So now we're using newer tech. We're using a phone to capture the memories. That's dangerous. Something about Jin being the one to capture all the moments and memories. He's separate from them somehow. We're back at the gas station. This is RM worked at a gas station and I Need You. Eating a lollipop, which was actually a cigarette. Okay, we're back there. Oh, is this the car he was filling? No. I'd let J-Hope buy me snacks. I'd let J-Hope tuck me in too. That's so nice of him. So I want to talk about the gas station real quick because the cinematography used there was completely different. Now, yeah, it differed between the pool and the beach, but that's, I think, largely location. Like, you can get these wider sweeping shots and some of the drone shots, which they also used at the pool. But then we got to the gas station, and it was very corporate. It's a lot of really smooth tracking shots, less of that shoulder mount handheld kind of shaky look. It felt more controlled. So it almost feels like maybe there's some kind of, you know, I feel like there's something to do with, I don't know what the word is. I mean, the ultimate thing is like indie versus studio, but at the same level, is it like a inexperience versus experience, or is it an age thing? Is it youth versus like adult? I don't know, because it's not like a right versus wrong necessarily. I don't feel like any of them are doing anything wrong. So I guess I would lean toward like, I don't know about growing up, because they're all within a couple of years of each other. But maybe it's a metaphorical growing up. I don't know. It was really interesting because that time it was just like a lollipop and they were still hanging out. But then J-Hope comes in and tucks in Jimin, which is like a sort of maternal or paternal thing to do, right? It's sort of a parental motion to do that. So maybe it has to do with that. I don't know. Because then V kills father. J-Hope acts as parent. So does RM, because RM fills in the gas, and RM's working at the gas station. And I think RM's the oldest. Or is Jin the oldest? I think they're both up there. Hmm. 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 I feel like I'm one of those like people in TV shows that have like conspiracy theories and they got stuff up all over the wall. This is what I mean. I love like the physical affection. I think that's so great. I like that the song really feels like a score to this. Okay, so if they were asleep, we can assume they've been sitting there for a while. So they're still at the beach. And they ended I Need You at the beach. They were looking out at the water. V was up on the surface earlier. Is he going to go up there? The hoodie. So the hoodie was coming on and off. I noticed that during I Need You. It was on at some moments and off at some moments. So is there a reason? Because I feel like they wouldn't make that sort of consistency mistake. Jin notices and starts filming. Of course it would be Jin. And now he's silhouetted in darkness. Are they telling him to jump or come down? Look at that shot. Standing up on a Tetris piece. Because he's dealing with so much that they don't even know. I mean, all of them are, but... Oh, what a shot. Wow. Interesting. But to have all that in silhouette, fascinating choice. This song? Oh, it was early. Nice. I really like that song. I used to work at a bakery in Columbus, Ohio. If you're ever in Ohio, it's called Cherbourg Bakery. It's in Columbus. It's delicious. But this song used to play all the time. It's in a lot of movies too. I think like I can't remember all the ones. I think it's one of the like the Christopher Nolan movies, Interstellar, Inception, or something like that. They use it a lot. I just love this song. I think it's so good. It's also in that one commercial with the Jell-O mold on top of the car. Sound supervisor, Slow Rabbit. You guys told me to watch the credits. That's why I'm still here and just kind of talking. Sorry if it's annoying. I love this remix. This is great. A little lo-fi energy. Dum da 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 dum da da. Sounds like John, I can feel it. It's Jin again. Takes out the Polaroid. Yeah, yeah. Is it just him? Can't wait until October. I'm gonna do it next week.
It's more than I can stand.
Well, I feel like that asked more questions than it answered, which is fine, because it's only the second in this like many video long series. And I'm willing to wait for it. I'm willing to wait for it. But interesting. They really played up on memories in this. I guess memories is like the best word, but they really played on this idea of what we once were, if that makes sense. Because I feel in the first video, and I Need You, there was a lot of time jumps going on. I think it didn't feel sequential. Obviously, certain sequences definitely weren't, because we'd see something happening and then we'd see the same character at a bonfire. So I have a feeling that not all this stuff is happening in sequence as we see it. Even more indicative of that was that certain scenes in this seem to be happening at the same time as the first one, or seem to set up other things. Like we would see we would see V up beside the pool, and then we wouldn't see what happened. So I wonder if that's going to come back up, if they're going to try to tie it all together, which would be super cool to do. I kind of hope that that's what happens. Yeah, I mean, the use of old tech to capture memories, and that Jim was by himself at the end, even though we just saw them all there, that he was the only one in the picture. I think he's the oldest. I don't think it's RM. Maybe it's Jin. But they're like the two oldest, I think. Again, correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like I don't have enough clues to figure it out. Like, I feel like, have you ever done an escape room? That's what this feels like. You're like unlocking things and you're like, I think I'm out. And then you're like, I'm not out. I don't know enough to get out yet. Like, there's one or two things that I feel like I'm missing, which I'm sure is actually like 10 or 15 things. But that was beautifully shot. Like, I just want to address like how incredibly smooth all the cuts and everything like that, where like to do something that takes place at 3 different locations and to have it be that smooth but also distinct, so each location had its own feel with the camera work, that alone tells me that like I think there's something really significant about each location and what occurred there. But then there's also similar shots in between. So they're trying to tell you to pay attention. When you see a similar shot in anything, pay attention. What are they telling you about the composition? Why is it that, I don't know if they even noticed him up on top at the pool, but then they do at the beach. So what happened after a full day of hanging out and being together? What made V decide to climb up there and jump? What was it? What made them want to sit at the edge of the dock, the two of them alone together? What made them want to go to the beach and run? And what made them want to edit the piece together in a similar way that they did at the pool, but then slow it down? And then why is the truck in the middle? Why is that an interrupting moment? Why did they have to stop for gas? What does that mean? What did it mean that they had to stop and refuel before they went on and lived out their childhoods? Right? So those are the things we look for. And I know that all of you have seen these videos a million times. So you're like, yes, Cedric, we know. But I haven't. So I'm shooting from the hip here. All right? But that was really cool. I really love that just as like a short film. Like, I thought it was great. I thought it was really, really cool. I don't want to wait another week for another video. But I wish I didn't have to, but I just don't have time to do more than that. But wow. This was fascinating. It didn't feel like it was 12 minutes either. That really zipped along. That felt like a movie. That was cool. That was really, really well done. And they're great actors. Again, talking about the acting, like this is one of the ones that's so impressive because I barely even talked about the acting because it was so easy to forget they were acting. It felt very, very natural. So I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. And I really look forward to the next video. Thank you for watching. Brahe.